Sports is brought to you by All Out Auto Repair, home of the $46 Saskatchewan and $66 Alberta Safety Inspection. Your complete automotive repair.
It's been a tough time for the border city in terms of sports, Moses, and just keeps going on with what happened last night with the Bobcats.
Yep, they're another team that seemed to bite the dust prematurely, unfortunately. It was a tough game out in Drayton Valley. And this is a team that, they fought hard against and have had success against, but certainly last night was a heartbreaker. Well, it was a season that saw the Bobcats win 38 times and finish 10th in the CJHL rankings. It also looked like they had all the momentum to make a big playoff run, but after two surprising defeats by the hands of Drayton Valley, the Border City Bunch were just looking to avoid a sweep in Game 3. To the highlights now. We'll jump to the third. Still scoreless. Jeff Lorenz with a great chance, but Curtis Martineau coming up with a big save. We would need overtime for this one in the first OT, looking to clear the puck. The Bobcats are a funny bounce right in the slot. Chase Martin, though, bailing his team out in the second overtime. Preston Kopech looking for the winner, but again, Martineau with the glove save. So we go down to the other end. The Cats can't clear. Reed Johnson throws it on net. Austin McKay will tip home the winner for the Thunder, and they stun the Bobcats, sweeping them 3 games and taking this one 1-0. Martin, who was the difference between the pipes, stopping all 41 shots that came his way, and the Thunder now have a second-round date with the Spruce Grove Saints. Now, moving on to the Bonnyville Pontiacs, and granted, they've struggled down the stretch in the regular season, but the playoffs, Bonnyville has seemed to find their game. The Pontiacs are taking on Sherwood Park in the first round, and we're tied up at 1 after 2 games apiece. Now, we're looking at this one. Bonnyville earned a split heading home last night. The Pontiacs look to take advantage of it on home ice in the oh-so-key 2-1 lead in that best-of-5. Now we pick things up scoreless in that second. Crusaders' Jesse Hilton finds himself all alone in the slot, but Wells flashes the leather. Unreal. Great save there by Dylan Wells. Shortly after that, Ty Carey driving to the net. Looks like he's put Bonnyville up 1-0, but it's waved off. Pontiacs continue the pressure. Ryan Kearns will step out of the corner, but can't beat Tompkins. It is scoreless after 2 periods. To the third, just over 5 minutes to go. Dante Borelli spots Dylan Curry at the dot, and he finally will break the deadlock. The Pontiacs up 1-0, but off the ensuing faceoff, Peter Quenneville with the shot, and Stefan Bazar, how bizarre, he bangs in home the rebound. 55 minutes without a goal, and then there's 2 in 19. We're squared up, and just over 2 minutes left. The Ponts on the forecheck.
Gets to it before Mulder, puck to the front of the net. Bars backhand, shot by Tompkins. Rebound, they score! Tommy Bars scores for Bonnyville with 2:25 to go in the third period. They're in front 2-1.
Bonnyville would add an empty netter in a wild finish as they take this one and win 3-1 in a 2-1 series lead.
We go up 1-0 and they respond right away the next shift, and then you can get thrown off by that, but I thought we showed good composure coming back and find a way to make it 2-1.
Just a scramble in front of that net. The puck was in the air and I just saw it sitting there, so I kept hacking and whacking and saw it hit the back of the mesh and just went crazy.
Now, Game 4 goes in tonight in Bonnyville, and the Ponts know they have a great opportunity to win this series. Now, in order to end this series, they need to take advantage of a few things. Dylan Wells has been fantastic in the playoffs, and he's certainly been the man for the team.
At home, it's always a little bit harder on the road, especially at this time of year. So we're going to go back to a bit of an even keel, get refocused, re-energized.
Now, head coach Chad Mercier says he doesn't expect anything different from last night's game, and they won't change a thing.
The importance of that game is the same importance as this game, is the same importance of Game 2, Game 1. We approach it the exact same way and give ourselves the best chance to have success.
Time for this one is at 7 o'clock. Hopefully the Pontiacs can wrap this one up, and that is your first look at sports. Gerard is up next with weather. Stay tuned.
Sports is brought to you by Denham Chrysler.
It's simple economics. The best deals on the best wheels are on now during the 2012 First Big Deal event from Denham Chrysler Jeep.
Many players on the Lloydminster Border Kings have their fair share of stories, and on this week's edition of the Road to the Allen Cup, we catch up with a particular pair that get to play with each other for the very first time.
Brothers playing on the same team is not uncommon, but for Aaron and Brody Foster, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
It's been kind of neat. I never ever thought in my years of hockey, and 5-6 years ago, I would never even have thought that I'd get to play with one of my brothers, and it's pretty special.
Would never thought I'd ever get the chance to play with him, because when I think about him playing, I was always a little kid and only have certain memories from here and there. But it's been really good so far.
Their paths were quite different. Aaron, the oldest of 5 kids, left home when he was 15. He played midget AAA in Fort Saskatchewan and made the jump to the Western Hockey League with the Prince George Cougars.
Walks in on Platt, makes the move, shot, score!
After 4 seasons, he went on to the East Coast Hockey League.
Did my time down there, and then got married, and it was time to settle down and have a family. And we had made some decisions. It was just, we were getting tired of moving around. And first week I got home, I got a phone call from then time Scott Hood. Was, I was friends with I skated with the Border Kings in the falls before I went down to camp, and I knew a lot of them. And he phoned, hey, you want to come out and skate? And that's kind of how I ended up here.
For Brody, who was 6 years younger than Aaron, it was different. His parents moved to Lloydminster, where he spent most of his time playing hockey.
I was part of the first Heat team, Bantam AAA Heat team that was here, so that was pretty cool. Then up through the ranks, I just played in midget, and my first year in midget, I was carded with the Bobcats.
He spent 3 seasons wearing the orange and black, then he got a scholarship to Manhattanville College, where things didn't go as planned.
It was an up and down year. It was a big change for me moving so far away from home, never having to really live away from home for a long extended period of time. But I adjusted pretty quick to that. The hockey was a little more, I guess how would you say it, a little more cutthroat than people would expect college hockey to be.
He decided to come back to Lloydminster and gave his brother a call.
I was pretty down in the dumps and just said that I was going to be coming home and that things didn't really work out. And I don't know if it was his first question, but definitely one of the first few questions is, well, are you thinking of playing for the team? So I was just like, yeah.
It'll be short-lived, however. Brody will attend the University of Saskatchewan next year, so to win an Allen Cup would be something to cherish.
The Road to the Raider Well Servicing Allen Cup is brought to you by Fort Garry Industries, Lloydminster. For parts, for trailers, Fort Garry Industries is the trucker's best friend.
Well, after winning 3 straight in their first round series, the Lloydminster Bandits now see themselves 2 games to none behind against the defending champion Cold Lake Ice. But as Matt Schumont reports, the Bandits have all the confidence they could turn this into a best-of-3 series.
The Lloydminster Bandits are coming back home down 2-0 in their series with the Cold Lake Ice. One of the reasons the team finds themselves in an early hole has been injuries.
We were down to 2 lines at the first game and 2.5 lines at the end of the third game. So I mean, we'll have more guys healthy by tomorrow, and I mean we'll be ready to go and show them what we can do.
We just didn't get the bounce at the end we needed, especially in game 1. We were up 3-2 going into the third, and they scored and we didn't. But they're